Heather here with Expert Realtors, another episode of Coffee Chats. Today I'm here with Dawn, and Dawn and I have known each other for about 6 years. We worked together, not officially together. We were organizational partners when I was at Partners in Housing. Dawn worked for Food for Souls at the time. So we were on a citywide committee that basically we put both of our strengths together. They had people that they were working with. We housed the people that they were working with. And it all just worked out swell, wouldn't you say?
It was great.
Awesome.
It was fantastic.
Again, today is a little bit different. It's not necessarily about services so much it is, we're going to go back to the whole health arena. Dawn is a certified health coach. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually going to let you tell me what that means.
Absolutely. So a certified health coach basically means that I help people get healthy. I mean, not just physically healthy, but also mentally healthy as well.
Well, that's part of what you did with Food for Souls, so Exactly. It makes total sense. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's say, for example, I'm feeling a little plump, and I want to make myself a healthier, better person, which becoming a better me was one of the things that I worked with. Yeah. So tell me again, if I came to you and I'm like, Dawn, listen, I'm not feeling it. Can you get me back on track? What would you do?
Well, first, I really want to get to know you, Heather.
Perfect.
If I didn't, because I really need to understand the person. I need to understand what their health goals are. I need to find out if what I coach is really a fit for them, because I would hate to get into it, and if they just want to lose weight, that's not necessarily how I coach. I can definitely guarantee that you're going to lose weight how I coach, but that's not it. You know, we also want to make sure that if there are any medical conditions that we need to take into consideration, because I coach all kinds of different programs. So I want to make sure I get the right program for you, so you'll see overall improvement in your health, not only physically but mentally as well.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so we work on not just losing weight, but we also touch on all type of facets in your life, as far as what do your surroundings look like, right? Yeah. Who are you hanging out with? Are they healthy and active? What type of food are you keeping in the house? I also talk about sleep. The importance of sleep is huge.
Oh yeah, none of us get enough of that.
Right? There's a lot of things on our mind, right? So we have to figure out, okay, what type of routine are we going to do at night to calm our minds down, to assure us that we're going to get a good night's sleep, waking up feeling rested. We also look at hydration. How much water are you drinking in a day? We need to be...
I drink brown water with cream and sugar.
Well, coffee's great. You can drink the coffee. I love my coffee too, but the brown water necessarily doesn't contribute to the overall amount of regular water we need to be drinking, Heather.
I do drink real water, and I drink it in a Wonder Woman bottle, so I know how much I'm drinking.
That's fantastic.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's good. So, we also want to look at motion. Like, are we getting up every hour and just moving around? We don't have to go to the gym and get on that treadmill and go work out intensively with those weights. If we are getting up, moving around every hour, getting our bodies in constant motion, you would be surprised at how many calories you're actually burning. And also, what stress? Who's stressed these days? Are you? I mean, do we all feel that?
Just a little bit sometimes, yeah.
So what does that stress look like for you? What is your biggest stressor? Okay, how can we approach stress in a different way to where we can kind of step back, take a deep breath, let's think about what we're going through, right? And let's move through it.
So it's not just health coaching. It's mind, body, and
everything.
Sleep.
Absolutely.
So in that, when you have clients that you're working with, do you meet and talk to them and say, okay, where are you this week? Do you have like check-ins, I guess is what I'm asking?
Yeah, so initially if a client is interested, they reach out to me and we go through a health assessment so I can get to know them, right? And to figure out which program that they would do well on. And if they say, yeah, that's great, then we'll go ahead. We'll set up a time to start checking in the first solid week that they are on program. I check in every single day with them by phone. If they want to meet in person, totally fine. But a lot of my clients just aren't necessarily in Indiana. Everything can be done over the phone. and check-in and via Zoom and
Yep.
videos, right? So we're very portable. But after that first week, I continue to follow up once a week with them. But not only that, we have a lot of accountability and support built into what I coach as well. So,
oh, okay. Tell me about that.
yeah, so there are a couple of Facebook groups that I put you in that are private because it's the like-minded community, right?
Yep.
All on program. We're sharing our strengths. We're sharing encouragement and inspiration. We're sharing health tips.
Yep.
Recipes. Who wouldn't want new recipes, right?
Oh, amen. I love that. It's one of my favorite groups is what we're cooking for dinner.
So that's a great place to go to because there are other health coaches on there besides me as well. So they may be able to interact with a client and give them some different feedback that maybe I didn't think about that would maybe help them on their journey. Also, we do weekly Zoom calls where they just sit and they listen and are educated about certain areas of life, about stress, and how you handle that. And there's a life book that as part of the program as well that we can just kind of journal through and kind of just reawaken yourself as to writing your new story because, there's something that got us to where we are, right? There are reasons why we've maybe gained a little weight. There's reasons why we're feeling tired and we've kind of put ourselves on the back burner. So we just really try to bring that to the forefront and what can we do to change that to help us live, the best life that we can.
And reading through when you journaled, and this is something that I do in my personal life, when you journal, you're saying how you're feeling in the moment. Well, you go back and read that a couple weeks later and you're like, oh, wow. Yeah. I can't believe I was doing that. When that happens, I need to do X instead of the Y that I've been doing. That's exactly to me, that's right. Huge. That's really huge. So what is your favorite part of this?
Oh my gosh. My favorite part, I'm going to share an example of a client. Okay. So the great thing about how I coach is once you hit your goal weight and you've learned all of these healthy habits and you feel ready to go, we take you through a transition period where we make sure you're doing the right things still because you're just making sure you're incorporating all those healthy habits into your life still. Because it's easy to jump off the bandwagon once you don't have a coach anymore and you don't have all of that accountability and support.
Or you've reached your goal and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm there, I can go. Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Right? So if they do that, none of the habits have changed. So I haven't coached well.
Yeah.
But once we take them through the transition, we want to make sure they are now into optimization. And so my favorite example is one of my clients who lost over 100 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely amazing. She's a grandma. Her why was because it makes me cry. She wants to get on the ground to play with her granddaughter or grandchild. Aww. And I think that is precious to me. She never lost sight of her why. She was so amazing. And now she sends me texts with pictures of her on the ground. She sends me pictures of her with her grandchild or going on a hike. It's amazing. And just to hear the confidence in her voice, just to hear her come alive again and know that she's not tired anymore and being able to have the energy to do what she wants, hands down, I am so happy for the client if they've been able to achieve that because you know what? I'm only here to support, to encourage, to keep them accountable. They did all the work. They did it, not me.
You're just a supporting actress in their show.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
No, I totally get that. I mean, that's part of the reason that I do what I do is because of the why. Like I was telling you earlier, my favorite thing when I see somebody walk into a house and their eyes light up and it's like, yep, they've made the connection. This is what they want. So having a love for the why, I guess I should have said that in the very beginning. The why you do what you do is important, but it's the love of why you do what you do. So that's one of the reasons I love doing these things is I get to hear these good stories. So let's see. I think I've covered everything today.
Can I just add one thing on your why? You're exactly right. The why is so important. And so what I always tell people, whether on a health journey or whatever journey they're on, is to write down the why. Keep it somewhere where you can always revert back to it. Yep. Because if you don't, you lose sight. And you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. But you know what? You just have this one life to live. And so today, challenge you, write down your why. think about what you want to do, think about how you're going to get there, and what it's going to take. So
absolutely, I 100% support that, and I actually have mine in my calendar.
Love it.
So
love that.
It's in January, and here we are in we're in October.
Yeah.
Whew. Anyway, my why is still in my January, so I do look back at that. But anyway, I really, really appreciate you coming on today. I will have all of Dawn's contact information in the description, as always. I will also have it when I share it. It'll be on both my page and her page. Questions, comments, rebuttals, you can reach out to either one of us. Perfectly fine. And I don't think I've said this yet, but hey, go and subscribe to my page. It's so cool to see that I actually have viewers. I love it. This is a real series. I love it. Anyway, it's been great having you on my couch. I have had a good time.
Me too.
And I will see you guys again later. Thanks.